help Lauren take stuff out to her car. I'll be right back. But hi, Shadow, hi, Eternal, hi, Cat, hi, Test. How are you all doing? Hi, Sarah. Goodness gracious, I could hear the music coming from my headphones down the hall. You're here? Well, I'm glad you're here, Test. I don't know if the game is gonna just like straight up at start, so I'm gonna swap to this real quick. Doing amazing considering your symptoms are almost non-existent now. I'm glad to hear that. I was looking at the essay that was due 2 days ago and you're not doing well. Surely they'll give you an extension, right? Thanks, Nightingale, for the lurk. We'll catch you later, buddy. It is going to straight up start with a cutscene. I hate that I can't adjust the audio settings before the cutscene. Oh, there is? Oh, okay. I was about to say, I hate it when games do that. It is the worst. Oh, God, I can hear again. There we go. All right. Let me tilt my chair back just a little. I assume Xbox controller works. Okay, I think we're all set. You felt scared the first time too because on the like pre-menu start screen? Ah, yeah. Yeah. Apply changes. Thank you. All right. Okay, so now that I got some proper time to actually sit here and chitty chat with you all, how's it going? Kat, I know you're excited. Test, Shadow, I know you guys are excited. Ingle, I know you know nothing about this, but you're also excited. I'm excited. I'm excited for all of you. I'm excited for me. I'm not excited that Lance Reddick passed away. I was very sad news. That was really surprising to come across. making sure I didn't miss anything in Discord. Let me tweet this out. Perfect. All right. Yeah, Lance Reddick was an actor and voice actor. Yeah, bad with names, but recognized his voice instantly and his face. He's a great actor and voice actor. But yeah, that was unfortunate news. Apparently he wasn't feeling well a few days ago, and I think from what I read briefly, they believe it was natural causes, maybe a heart attack or something like that. But either way, it is a sad day for everyone, just everyone in general. Yeah, natural causes at 60. It's crazy what can happen. I mean, I've heard stories of young people in like their early 20s or late teens, you know, dropping dead from aneurysms and things like that. So if you can, please go to the doctor, get your frequent checkups, make sure everything's on the up and up. If you're ever not sure, you know, contact someone. It's important for your health and safety. What actually defines natural causes? Not something that they inflicted upon themselves or someone else inflicted upon them. That's pretty much what natural causes mean. There we go. Had to shut the windows so that way I don't annoy any of the neighbors if their windows are open on this beautiful day. You vaguely knew a kid in like 8th grade that dropped dead from an aneurysm in PE? Yeah, stuff like that is bonkers. Diseases and sickness. I think most sickness, but I think disease, I don't know if that would be considered natural causes. Because though a disease is natural, it is also like an affliction. Like, for instance, COVID wouldn't be considered a natural cause. A heart attack is a natural cause because that's something that just happens as you get older. Jeez. Test, why do you have the craziest life I've ever heard of? Your fear of suddenly dying is amplified. Your hypochondriac needed this information. The human bodies are crazy, man. I mean, when you think about it, we are a bunch of electricity piloting a meat mech. Which is bonkers. Meat mech. Come on, camera. Behave, please. Oh. There we go. That's a little better. Whatever. Do you hate mechs? Test, you are cursed with immortality. That's true. Humans are simultaneously the most and least durable creatures depending on the circumstances. 100%. You fall and bump your head? Dead. Get into a crazy multi-car pile-up and fall from like 1,000 feet? Somehow you've lived. Good job. Yeah, I don't know what is the technical definition of natural causes shadow, but that is what I hear. Anyway. Mechs are super cool. I would love for mechs to ever be a thing. Oh god, I do not have a sense for rhythm. But we'll do normal just to see how it goes. I reserve the right to jump down to easy. I didn't realize Bethesda put this out. Good job on Tango, though.
Next. Next. I said next. Huh?
It's made by the creators of The Evil Within? What is The Evil Within? Why does that sound familiar?
Is it?
Yep.
Profession rock star?
Future rock star.
Are you done?
Yes.
Whatever. Here's your Project Armstrong pass. And welcome to Vandalay campus.
Yes.
Welcome, applicant, to Project Armstrong. Technology perfectly fused with the human body. Together, we create better lives.
And now, the CEO of Vandalay Technologies, Kale Vandalay!
What a historic day. You're the best of the best, and about to be even better. Thanks to our robot enhancements, Vandalay has always been about helping those in need. And you all in Project Armstrong
Cat.
are about to show the world just how special you can become. Now go. Get ready for a better life.
I'm with him. Special pass here. I think they just called my name.
Ideal for garbage collection.
Promised me the best of the best, Mimosa.
Production asked for test subjects, Kale. Marketing delivered.
Don't pin it on Rekka. Tell that grandstander Zanzo in R&D.
We need people with influence, and you're giving me losers.
It'll work.
It better. No slip-ups.
Why does having an iPod
No
make them losers?
Defects. What a piece of junk.
Well, I guess we're gonna see how the writing actually pans out, huh?
An error has occurred. Please proceed to the checkpoint.
Okay, checkpoint. Where's that? Don't worry. Probably no big deal.
Okay. Ooh, free camera movement. All right, I dig.
Did you come to check out what a great job I did stacking these boxes? Or were you looking for the exit? If so, 180 degrees behind you, lad.
You did a great job stacking these boxes. Okay. Already I'm trying to break the game. Yep, learned how to jump. Thanks, game.
Dear. My cleaning has caused an even greater mess. Your jumping, however, was impressive.
Thank you, Scrub.
Ooh, man, that surgery trained me out.
Can I not talk to this scrub? I want to talk to that scrub. Okay. Energy drinks to restore Chai's health. Insert subject. I mean, it's very possible it could have been abrupt. I could see it being a stylistic choice for them to want to have the cutscenes in a certain frame rate and then the game in another for playability purposes. You know how bad people get down.
Look at what you have done.
You know how bad people get down for their frame rate in video games. If it's not over 30 FPS, it's a bad game.
Yeah, time to get out of these clothes.
Thanks, Lauren. That's why you buy specific slip-on shoes. Aw, Tess, don't say that. Why aren't you gonna be here for long?
Hey!
Alright, kid. Robotic arm, LX-75, magnetic waste management fixture.
Wait, magnetic waste management?
Foreign object warning. Looks like a defect. Take him in.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's fair, buddy. Go get some rest, then.
Is that a weapon?
I don't think so.
I think he's resisting.
Wait, what?
Got him!
Okay, X and Y. I have no idea if that was even to the rhythm, but I seem to have done okay. Just timing, eh? All right, all right. Yeah, I'm not usually a fan of rhythm games either, but I heard this one was pretty good.
If I'm getting this right...
It is very satisfying, Kat, I agree.
Music player in my chest. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be there. Second, it's powering up my new robot arm. Third, It's making everything sync up with the beat. And this sounds ridiculous, but when the music kicks in, it feels like I'm on a stage.
3-point landing. Like a proper superhero.
Whoa.
Your ripped knees, yeah, very much so.
All right, everyone. Ready for something wild?
Whoa.
Chai's here, and his attacks sync up with the music. You all want to see it in action? Let's start with a light attack. A one-beat attack that quickly connects combos. Go ahead, try it out. Now try a combo and beat to the music. This will be what perfect timing feels like.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, go!
I thought it wanted me to hit stuff already.
Timing on that one.
Oh yeah!
Okay.
Your attacks
Yeah, if you
always
give
land
me
the
something
beat.
on screen that I can
Press the attack
time to,
button
I'm usually
exactly
okay.
on
I
the
was
beat
good
to
at
give
Guitar
bonuses
Hero.
in
I could do
battle.
that.
Looks like you're ready for more. Head on over.
Am I missing anything here by chance? Nope. Alright, well they're good at least in blocking off places that I don't need to go.
Some real damage. The heavy attack. This one takes 2 beats to land, so listen carefully for the beat in the middle.
I got this.
All right. Now try out a heavy combo and rhythm. This is the kind of timing to aim for.
What's Patapon?
Ready.
What a pro! You got it.
Woo, yeah! And the crowd goes wild.
Okay.
Chai, 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 chai.
Is this the guy?
You want an autograph? I'll get you an autograph. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone see the guy that did this?
That's the defect!
What? No. I was just... Well, here we go.
I like how it turns into the same exact thing every single time.
Take them out!
The road engages move to the beat. Use it for reference. Timing is key, so relax and feel the beat when playing. Look for this icon and hear the audience cheer to know when you've attacked right on beat. If you need some help identifying the beat, press the back button, right? I think that's what it is.
Well, that was awesome. But I should probably get out of here.
Dijon Dill Chicken sounds amazing. Oh, thank God. I'm glad I can have that. That's gonna help me out so much more. Southwest Beef Cavatappi or Creamy Dijon Dill Chicken. I feel like Dijon Dill Chicken might be a little bit spicy. Also, Lauren, don't you hate dill? It sounds delicious, though.
Production record here, and what's this I hear about a defect running wild in Record Zone? Anyone sees this kid running around? Record wants you to smash it. No defect gets out of production.
Noodles.
Record's watch.
Hello there. Can I be of assistance?
Sure.
What are you?
Vandalay Smartfridge VASF07, but commonly known as Smidge.
I love
Not very
Smidge.
catchy, but
I can analyze your well-being and guide you to satisfaction. Let me indulge.
hey, no indulging.
You seem to have musical robot powers. Would you like me to explain your malfunctioning abilities? So it seems your problem may be attacking enemies to the beat.
Thank you for understanding that I am
Problem.
arrhythmic.
Attacking enemies on the beat does more damage, so I sense it is beneficial for you to do so. For some people, the beat is hard to find, like inner peace. But here are some tips. Your attacks always land on the beat.
No matter when you attack, it will hit on the beat of the
Since it's
song.
beneficial to attack on the beat.
Attacks on the beat do slightly more damage and increase your score and rhythm
Pressing the attack
gauge.
button again when your hit strikes is the perfect time.
That makes sense.
And
Okay.
if you need even more help, it seems you have a rhythm assist. But rather than explaining it, why don't you try it out on me?
You want me to hit you?
I can see it excites you. So please, practice your light and heavy attacks on me.
I don't like how happy he was about that.
Now let's try a heavy. Just like I thought. You can do it.
Wow, these fridges are great. You really do know me.
I know everything about you. I look forward to our next chat.
I think it is a
That
masochist
was
fridge.
just creepy.
That was very
Let me
creepy.
know if you'd like to try again.
I'm good, my dude. Collect gears to upgrade Shy's abilities and purchase items. Find gears by searching the environment or by destroying enemies. Okay. So there is some collectibleness to this game. You never noticed the little abs drawn onto him? Smidge definitely loves to get beat up. Smidge lives for the abuse. Smidge needs to see a therapist. Oh, I see, okay. Oh. Don't go to work tomorrow, Test. Stay home.
What's the defect? Looks suspicious.
Oh, look at this cute little cat.
Hey! You looking for me?
Get him!
Try and catch this?
If you don't, you won't have a Walker to run on Monday because the Turd Muffins blew up another one
What
yesterday.
am I supposed to do?
Hey! You alright? Thanks for helping my cat. Need a hand?
Oh, that's convenient.
Sure.
Looking to get out of here!
Well, that might be something I can handle if you...
Hey! Yelling like this is awkward! Can you speed this up?
Fine then. Look, I hacked the access panel. Smack the switch and come up.
Man, Project Armstrong's turning out to be a real bummer. I wanted a cool robot arm, not a target on my head.
Yeah, I feel you there, Chai. Do you hate him? Why do you hate him so much, Test? What about his personality bothers you? Can't walk around that? But I can walk up this. Okay. His personality is so punchable. I don't know, man. He doesn't seem half bad right now. I'm sure he'll get there for me. But we'll see. He does run like a weeb. Yo, man, what's up?
Shouting, music playing. How's a robot supposed to get a tan here? Also, don't block my race. Hey, get off my back. Not like there's an emergency or anything. Stop or someone will hear you. I want Rekka finding out about my spot. Good grief, man.
Alright, so I can't force him into a fight or anything. I was kind of hoping I could. I thought it would be fun. Vel, you don't like him either. Seems like everyone hates this guy. Except for Cat. Cat loves him.
Hello? I'm here. Cat rescuer? You said you'd help out? Maybe this wasn't such a good idea.
Good, you made it. Down here. Alright, so I'll keep this quick. I saw you fight back there. I think we might be able to help each other.
I thought...
Security's all over you, which I could help you with.
Stop! Okay, whoa. That was you back there? You're a cat?
No, this is 808. She is a cat, but I built her. Look, like I was saying...
You know, I thought my music robot arm power was crazy, but this is... probably better off by myself.
Dude, listen. Vandelay's up to something, and I said I can help.
Thanks, but I'm good.
It's not responding. What did you do?
Oh, hold on, did you just feel that? That beat? I think we got something here.
Look who's back.
Oh.
Andy's got a friend. Thanks to 808, Chai's got a new skill up his sleeve. A beat hit. It's a timing-based bonus attack at the end of a combo. On the last hit, watch for the timing circle and press any attack button to land it.
Okay.
Talk is cheap. Let's try it out. There it is, going pro. To land a beat hit, listen to the countdown or look for the two circles overlapping to nail perfect timing.
I'm glad that they gave some good visual cues.
Combo. You're on your own with this one.
This is awesome!
Beat hits are key for doing strong combos and damage. So don't forget to feel that.
Because I am the type of guy who is better at keeping rhythm with visuals
Going on here.
than just by listening to music.
Hey, so offer reconsidered, but I'm gonna borrow your cap for a little bit.
What? Why?
Hey, you wanted to help, right? And don't worry, it's just till I get out of here.
You better not run off with her.
Okay, so before I start tilting Shadow, I will talk to Smidge again.
New friend. I hope it does not replace me.
Wait, we were friends?
But you seem able to do a beat hit now.
Wow, you really can read into my innermost thoughts.
Correctly activating a beat hit seems to unleash enormous power. The musically inclined may be able to just hear the countdown and attack accordingly. But a more visual solution is to wait until timing circles overlap. If you're still having trouble, you can tap the attack button every beat before the attack and still land it as well.
That's good to know.
Use this one, so I'll be your practice buddy. How about
I
a
don't-
light combo first? I know you know this one.
I don't like that they throw me into a tutorial and then give me the same tutorial again.
I want to see you shine.
It is a lot of overlap, and it feels very unnecessary.
Please enjoy a cool and calming.
I would much rather just have Smidge give me the tutorial than be thrown into this weird, other situation that, you know, takes me completely out of the game. What's this? Ah, okay. Standard collectibles, Roger Dodger.
Bring it on. You ready for more?
Dodge, you mean flinch. Good to know about the dodging.
Well,
I probably will never dodge because I'll forget about it.
Maybe things aren't so bad.
Until there's a boss I can't beat because I'm not dodging.
Remind me to ask you later how you did all that.
Like I know. Anyway, your turn. I need to get out of wherever I am.
You're in production, and the only direct exit is through quality assurance. You see it?
So many buildings. It's hard to tell.
Oh my god.
It's the one that literally says QA Center on it.
Oh yeah, that one.
But with that way out, they're probably expecting you, so...
You had me at way out. Let's go.
Fight to the beat for a higher score. Based off your performance during battle, you receive bonuses towards your final rank. Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Being cocky isn't gonna get you out of here.
The best solution is the most obvious.
That's wrong and terrible advice. You're wanted. We need to outsmart them.
Well, then I'll fight my way out.
Are you an idiot? That's literally the opposite of outsmarting them.
Okay, so I can't do 3 dodges in the air. Good to know. Yeah, I'm starting to see what you mean, Test. I get that he's supposed to be kind of funny or whatever. But it makes me really hope that they give him a good, like, redemption by the end. But from what it sounds like, they won't. To all employees, Rekka here. This is important, so all caps this time. Kale's visiting the facility, and Rekka knows all you grimy greaseheads fixing your nuts and bolts to get things working. But Rekka wants this place shining on Armstrong Day. And someone spell check those Armstrong scanners. You hear that voice? That's the crowd cheering with those Armstrong units are pumping out the public. And when Rekka gets her nice bonus at the end of the fiscal, Rekka will be sure to name check you all in that millisecond before Rekka kicks back and gives herself a round of applause. They all sound like dickheads. I mean, dingle-dongs.
I'm telling you, that was Kale in the flesh. You don't even have flesh. You wouldn't know. Actually being in production, does that count that I met him? No, it doesn't. So get over it, and let's fix this staircase.
I also dislike when my jumps are more vertical than horizontal. At least Rekka is honest about tit. You're right. At least Rekka is honest about tit. I really wish I could dash 3 times in the air. That would be really nice.
Reminder, to compensate for added Project Armstrong flow, a new day of the week was added. Please note on this additional day of the week, working is mandatory.
Oh, that's awful. I hate it here already. I'm so sorry, Test. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Hey. I was just looking around, and it seems like the whole world seems to be moving to your musical superpowers.
You know, I was actually noticing that too.
Finding the beat is as simple as looking around. Even
Yep, I understand that.
I think this is what those young people call the...
Maybe? But anyways, that's cool.
Do you really have another...
Oh! I remembered something else.
Must be really important.
With everything moving to the beat, that also means Vandelay's robots. Looking at your recorded data, it seems all Vandelay security units are moving and acting to the same rhythm as you. Which means, by paying close attention, feel the beat to attack, feel the beat to...
Okay, thanks, dude. Yeah, Test is probably the most innocent person I know. And that's saying something for how not innocent he is. I'm looking at you, Shadow. Ooh. I don't know what to do with that door. I'm sure I'll find out later. Alright, so I can't do beat sync movements in the air, but I can do beat sync attacks in the air. That is good to know. Alright, what have you got to tell me?
Oh, you look a bit tired.
Are you gonna tell me about energy drinks?
Sometimes it's by that, I mean a rest combo.
Oh.
After a light attack hits, wait 1 beat, and then attack again with a light attack to create a new combo. You'll know when to press the beat because you'll hear a clap sound. And even better, this combo will take you and your enemies into the air.
Oh.
Sounds neat.
I hope you take my breath away.
Oh, God.
Now that's it. Enjoy a drink.
That's gonna be
Me,
tough.
of course.
Hey, thanks. Alright, Mr. Fridge, that one was actually helpful.
Uh-oh.
I can't wait for Smidge to follow me around.
I think I found a shortcut.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, weird. Now it's in a 2D?
Oh, this campus is huge. It's more like a city.
The perks of being the world's leading tech company.
This is weird.
Vandelay likes to show off. But I'm looking for what they're hiding.
Oh, you like digging up secrets. How about telling me your name?
If it took you this long to ask, you can wait a bit longer.
I'm Chai, by the way.
Gosh darn it.
Chai? All right then.
Yeah, you know, like the latte? See, I want to talk to Smidge all the time, but I don't want to talk to Smidge all the time because I feel like he's just teaching me stuff that I've already learned about while playing. And it's like, I don't need my handheld that much. Like, what more could you have to say, my dude? All of their names are food? Shortcuts. Okay, that's kind of a funny joke. Am I just back where I started? I feel like I am. Let me destroy everything. Even if it doesn't give me gears, I just want to beat stuff up, man. Battery pack production. PGR-0101, unit 31340, over at the labs. Zanzo wants his unit out there for sale today, even though he thought of the idea yesterday. Product name, expanded battery pack for Project Armstrong power units. By design, the battery is made to fail at the 6-month mark, exactly a minute past the warranty period. Zanzo wants to put out this battery supercharger to help that. I don't know what he wants anymore. You didn't hear from me, but all it does is mess up the charge and wear it out faster. But FYI, this thing is like a lightning rod. Zanzo didn't want any protective coating or covering since it looked cooler. Wear rubber gloves or something.
Production activated. Don't touch the red lasers.
Oh, good.
Obviously.
Ow. Okay.
Hey, cool. What's that?
Hey, I didn't die.
I wouldn't touch that.
I almost died, but I didn't die. I'm gonna touch it.
Well, you're not dead. That's a plus.
The opposite, actually. It feels like I'm powered up.
808 is showing me you've got a lot of energy stored up in your arm. How about letting it out?
Chai can build up energy in his reverb gauge to unleash special attacks. When enough energy is stored up, the reverb gauge will glow to let you know you can launch a special. I have to press the sticks at the same time. Okay?
Please don't explode. Power core!
That's gonna happen more accidentally than it will on purpose. Alright, got some health packs. Okay. All right, Smidge, give me something good.
You seem to be able to.
That literally just happened.
Reminder, I know a lot about you.
Why do you know a lot about me, Smidge? Why?
These special attacks are key. You really are channeling your energy here. Landing beep hits will knock batteries out of your enemies to charge your reverb gauge.
Okay.
But it seems like all the energy will disappear after a battle. Seems
like they say, if you don't use it,
you live with constant regret over what could have been. Correct?
Yep. Sure is. Thanks, buddy. All right.
Wrecker wants him wasted, so let's waste him.
I will probably not get much above a C. Hey, I actually got a B. Hey, I got an A. Oh, this guy's still alive. There we go. Hey, Nightingale, thank you so much for the raid. How's it going, Buckaroo? Hey, Katie. What the heck is Hi-Fi Rush? It is a rhythm game. There we go. And that's about all I know from it so far. It's a rhythm game. How are y'all doing? How was Among Us, Nightingale?
Not at all.
Okay. It's a rhythm hack and slash game with a supposedly annoying protagonist, so we'll see. Oh. Okay, so I imagine I'm supposed to go there. So let's pick up this collectible. It was okay. You're thinking about putting the game down for a bit. Your luck playing this game has been terrible. I do not blame you. I am pretty much done with Among Us for a very long time, I'm sure. I want the game to die. I've wanted it to die for months. I don't enjoy playing it. I don't enjoy streaming it. Vandelay Tech repurposing. Orders requesting all end-of-life Vandelay robotics to be brought to production and used for scrap to make new models. Even the tech that we're still using. Not sure why, since they worked fine, but apparently this is coming from Kale himself. But I don't ask the questions, I just write the notices. Also, it should be noted that my series is also due to be scrapped, so I guess this is goodbye. I'm writing this from a conveyor belt, so I just wanted to... Rest in peace, my dude. Wow, okay, how do I really feel about it, though? The game should have died months ago. The game hasn't been enjoyable for months. Am I supposed to mash it, or am I supposed to... I think I'm supposed to mash it. Okay, the one time I'm not supposed to do something on beat. Okay, and then I'm supposed to do it. Okay, make up your mind game.
3, 2, 1, go!
Broken piece of health tank. Okay. So that just lets me get back up after I've been knocked out? You get back, you get knocked down, you get back up again. Ain't nothing gonna keep you down. Except for invisible walls. Katie, please tell me you don't still love Among Us. Have a good night, Tess. Thanks for hanging out with us, dude. I'm sure we won't punch Chai too hard. All right, Nightingale. We'll see you later, dude. Thanks again for the raid. I'm sorry that Among Us did not go too well for you. Oh, I see all that stuff over there that I missed. I'm gonna go back. You've never even played Among Us, but you are tired of seeing it. Oh, thank God. Katie, I was getting really concerned there for a moment. That you weren't sick of seeing Among Us and only Among Us from every possible person on the planet. Hey, Tricky, it's good to see you. Enjoy your lurk. Well, I can't speak for everyone, but I'm doing well, and I hope you are doing well.
Uh-oh. Power's out.
Okay.
Generator looks busted.
Could you fix it? Any tools nearby?
Tools? I got a better idea.
I'm sure you do. You just gonna punch it a whole bunch?
And the beat goes on.
You did just punch it a bunch. That was literally all you did. I don't know how that was better, but, you know, it worked. I can't deny results.
I told you to check that generator. You had one job.
I'm glad to hear that you punch all your problems. How does that work out for you? How's your hand? Is it okay?
Well, someone fixed it, so stop yelling at me. The jig's up. Rekka knows we blew it. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't mean to get angry.
Aww. Those poor guys. You have a few scars. Wow. Remind me, never upset Katie. This door is also locked. Oh, now I can blow up those little guys? I feel like the devil.
Reminder, sick days must be registered 6 months before desired date. Asterisk, sick days for robotic employees will not be approved.
Tough enemies. Tough enemies won't react to your attacks until you break their stun gauge. Once it's broken, you can knock them back or lift them in the air for combos. You need to continuously attack an enemy to break them. Leave them alone for too long and they'll recharge their gauge. Okay? Thank you, Cat. It's probably Twitch just being awful. You guys heard that the CEO of Twitch stepped down, right? Hello, Mr. Rockfort. I think you may have sent this to me accidentally. Kale, look at what I have to deal with. Conversation log between Rockfort and Rekka. Oh no. Just tell me we're gonna hit those Q4 delivery numbers. Rekka will get her done. Can you stop yelling? Caps lock is broken. Rekka works hard and types hard. I don't care how hard you work. If those units aren't out the door, we won't make the Q4 forecast. Then tell Zanzo to stop coming in so hot with the designs. Design is his problem, making them is yours. Don't mess. Rekka got the Armstrong line up and running in 17 hours while you're counting bills. Rekka's smashing rivets. You don't smash rivets. Look, all your hype talk better live up to it. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, if you're sharing the Wi-Fi, that could totally be it, too.
These rhythm games are too hard. I want to relax, but you gotta time it right. I'll get back to work. Just one more game.
Yeah, no worries, my dude.
Hey, I was going for the high score.
Hey, Matt. Thank you so much for the raid, my dude. How are you doing? Oh, that's not the right one. There we go. That's the button I needed to press.
How about combining those heavy and light attacks for even more combos and beat hits? Now's the time to try it out.
I mean, honestly, even being on Ethernet, if other people are on the Wi-Fi, it can still slow down the bandwidth, so it's possible, especially seeing as you guys just got Starlink, if I remember right. Hi, Mom. How are you? It's good to see you, Matt. How was Pathfinder? You kicking butt? Taking names? Did you hit level 5? I think you said you were almost to level 5 when you raided me last, right? Alright, I don't need to go do combo tutorials. I'm fine. I understand how combos work.
Almost out of here.
I don't understand how jumping works, though. This game knows me. There we go. Think you're about to finish Act 1? How many acts are there? Oh god. There we go.
Hey, look,
Since you don't like the stage stuff, it does not need to be gone through. Just do the alt and look at the combo list in your pause menu. Oh, okay.
What? Nothing I can't handle.
It's good to know. Thank you, Kat. Okay, can't break those. I think 3 to 4 acts. I would also assume that the others get longer the more you play it. You can get up to level 20, and each level takes longer than the previous, so going from 5 to 20 will take a while. Oh, I'm sure. I bet you'll be playing this game for a hot minute.
I used to run this facility.
Hello, Oscar.
You have me stacking boxes. But I'll say, This is a fine stack. A great job.
At least another month? Yeah, if you're, if you're playing it every day or almost every day for the next month, I'm sure you'll probably make it to the end pretty quick, knowing you.
You may have destroyed me stack, but my memories remain.
Oh, Oscar.
What a good job it was.
You did a good job, lad. I'm a proud of ya. Oscar Unit Musings. Personal note from Oscar number 516. I'm getting the feeling that us Oscar series are getting overlooked. Back when we were in charge of QA, we made sure the quality was there, but also we saw things could be fixed. A dent in the body? Replace it since everything's fine. A light not working? Again, just fix it. But now with 1 mil, it's all or nothing. Even a scratch and there's nothing but a crater left behind. QA should inspect something. It doesn't need rocket launchers. My, how things have changed around here. I love you too, Matt. Thanks for the raid again. Thanks for stopping in. You have a wonderful night. Take good care of yourself. Give Cappy a hug for me. See you later, Matt. Your Steam wants to update so you can play Hi-Fi Rush, but that'll stop the stream. Easy, just put your Steam in offline mode. A Drillion hug, yes. Only Matt can give Cappy a Drillion hug. I can't even give Cappy a Drillion hug. Not the way that Matt gives hugs. All right, I'm assuming that is also a later thing.
See, just like I thought. It's fine. You need to relax.
Introducing the head of production, Rekka!
I didn't notice her belt before.
Oh no.
There you are, man. Messing with Rekka's crew, Rekka's production, and worst of all, yeah, Rekka's perfect, no defect record!
Your security tried to kill me!
Project Armstrong, EULA. Fine print. Should've read it, punk. Defects get recalled.
Recalled? You mean killed?
Rekka ain't picked the verbs. That's for the mooks in marketing. Anyway, thanks for being dumb enough to just waltz in here. Rekka ain't gotta get her hands dirty.
I told you.
Welcome to the Project Armstrong defect check, honey. And our QA's the best in the business. Help! Whoa!
I like defense.
That's good.
I like how they taste.
Oh, that's bad.
Inspection level 1 million.
Let's rock, big boy.
Bring it.
Ow.
Chai, his hands are extra sensitive for, inspecting.
Weird way to say hit them, but okay.
These guys should make a Scott Pilgrim game. I agree.
Try and dodge this.
Okay. I mean, not gonna lie, that's kind of easy.
Hands down, Chai. Go get him.
Time to get serious.
Get him, Chai.
You forgot floss. Oh no. They don't have floss there, Lauren?
You almost got him.
I can see that.
Wait, is Ziggy streaming? Is that what you mean, back to Zig?
You got a killer track. But every song's gotta end.
I did not realize that, I had the option to do a God of War style execution move with B. We love Ziggy streaming Sims. I'm gonna go lurk. That's not nerve-wracking.
Huh? Whew.
Hey, Mojo. This game so far is pretty rad. I don't know how I feel about the main character yet, but the rest of it's been pretty fun, and I'm enjoying that. But it's going well. How about yourself, my dude? How are you and Kiwi doing? All right, so I did decent on all of them. I will not go through and S-perfect this game. Days without defects.
Whoa! Did you see that?
Yeah.
I was
This
definitely
time,
too in the
just
zone
shut
trying
up
to pay
and follow
attention.
me.
Yep.
We really gotta get out of here.
I'd like to think that Metal
No
Hellsinger
complaining
helped
this
me
time.
with my rhythm.
All right.
Also, Metal Hellsinger is getting a new DLC soon, so I'm gonna play that when it comes out.
Are you scared?
What? No. I mean, it is a little dark. Hey, there are no spiders down here, right? Or like robot spiders? Oh, please don't let there be robot spiders. This it?
In here.
Okay, that was cute.
Hello? Catbot?
Yeah, honestly, I'm expecting to get, like, C's the whole way through.
A rope snare? What are you? Cartoon character?
So that's where the magic happens, huh? My name is Peppermint.
Wait, that voice! You're the cat!
808 is my eyes and ears out there. But it looks like she's taken a liking
Aww.
to you.
Wait, okay, she's yours! She's yours!
Get up, slacker. We've got work to do.
So, 808 said you were gonna help me get out of here.
I am. Right after you help me look into Spectra.
I don't even know what that is.
Don't expect you to. This is whistleblower level.
So... bad?
Yes. And I'm working with a team to expose them. We're small, but...
Small meaning just you and your cat? I'm bigger than this.
Says Rockstar here. Do you even actually play guitar?
Yeah, that's right. Call him out, Peppermint.
Well...
Figures. I'll talk. Look. This campus is a maze of hallways, lifts, and dead ends, filled with security. You'll need my help to get out of here.
Nah, so far I've done pretty...
Horrible if it wasn't for me?
Look, if you help me, I'll make sure you get off Vandalay Island.
Whatever.
Do you know who the voice actress is? Welcome to the Hideout. Enjoy some downtime between missions at the Hideout. Chat it up, relax before the next mission, or just take in the vibe. As your adventure continues, more points of interest will be added, so be sure to take some time to look around. Walk around the Hideout to chat or interact with things, and sit down on the couch to move the story ahead. The Wall of Fame at the back of the Hideout has goals and rewards for you to attempt as you continue your adventure.
This is your hideout? You really are a small operation.
Well, now we're +1. You can rest on that sofa.
Luxury suite, I see.
By the way, I may be able to help you out with some upgrades if you have some spare parts. Let's chat before we head out.
Considering I have a couple thousand at this point, I'm going to assume that points are high. Like it requires a lot. Complete challenges to earn rewards and flesh out a mural dedicated to your adventures. As the story goes on, more challenges will be unlocked, so keep checking up to see what you've earned and what's available. Do a combo. RBY in air. And then XXX X beat hit. Okay. Great way to get some... I can get this one. And that's the only one that I have. Okay. So a lot of these things are, you know, do certain things, which, you know, makes sense. Neat. Okay. Look, even robot cats have to clean itself from all the filth that humans have, you know? Okay, so that's where I can find all things that I may have missed. And this is where Peppermint is.
I'm not the master of Vandalay tech, but with some gears, I may be able to give you a bit more fight.
More fight? Can you be more specific?
Ooh.
I set up a shop for you.
Okay.
Here you can learn new attacks. You can use them just by buying them. Here's your chance to learn new special attacks.
All right.
Each attack requires a certain amount of reverb gauge, so make sure you have enough before buying. Also, special attacks need to be equipped. You can't just use them all.
Oh, okay.
I see. So I'll just slot in my attack, and I'm good to go.
And finally, here are items for some permanent upgrades.
What's this?
I've got an idea for something, but let's just say it's still in pre-pro.
How are you doing all this with gears?
Don't underestimate me. I can do more than you think.
All right. Let me see what you
Tell
got.
me more, Peppermint. Purchase permanent upgrades. Okay, so maximum health. Is this like a one-time thing, I wonder? Health tank. Stores energy for Chai to recharge a full gauge of life. Activated automatically when all of his health is depleted. Okay. A pick-me-up. Does that just heal? Yeah, just drink a health boost. Okay. An overdrive slash. I need 4 reverb gauges. Okay. Ah, and here are all the combos I can buy. Gotcha. No worries, Cat. No worries. Shadow, what is Vandalay Industries from? A ground combo that leads into an air combo. So X, Y, X, X, X. Y, X, Y. Okay. A magnet link bonus? Oh, it was a Seinfeld joke. I've never seen Seinfeld, so that explains it. X, Y, Y, Y while airborne. That's kind of rad. All right, these are pretty neat. What was the special attack? Oh, I don't have enough gauges for that. So I can buy health and stuff or get some more combos. Well, why not just get some of these combos? I can sell combos? Oh, so if I don't like a combo, I can just get rid of it. I wonder if other combos are going to end up using the same thing later. Okay, these are interesting. Yeah, I see that I could expand it. I'm not... I'm not too concerned about that. Let's just get these two. And we will buy the life gauge. Oh, I can just buy more, but they get more expensive. Okay. That is good to know.
Man, what have I gotten myself into? Well, at least it'll be a cool story to tell in 5 years.
Yeah, if you live that long.
So, 808s. You seem to be enjoying this.
Aw, you can pet the cat. I love 808. I keep wanting to call it Bob, though.
Okay, ready when you are, Peppermint.
Ugh.
What's the grand plan?
All right, check this out. Mission report. So this Spectra program is, like I said, top secret. And only the top brass of the company have info on it.
Why are you so worried? Spectra could be anything.
Let's just say someone on the inside gave me a hot tip.
Sure, whatever.
Anyway, we're gonna go back up to the production facility. Using my skills and your powers, we break into the production head's office. That's Rekka. And with our luck, she's busy cleaning up your mess at QA and won't be there. We
Hi-Fi Rush, I think, Shadow.
Steal the files on Spectra and get out.
Cool. I wasn't listening, but sounds quick and easy.
Great. While you're away, I can sync up with your tech through 808. Might figure out some new tricks for you.
What? You are coming?
On a mission this dangerous? I'm not that stupid. I'll leave that to you.
All right. Wait, are you implying...
All right, I like Peppermint. I like Peppermint a lot. She's good. I would play it
here, baby.
just to listen to more Peppermint.
Huh?
Just head to Rekka's office. You can see it up there.
Pretty high up.
You'll have to head through the main production building, but I'll be your guide. Try to keep a low profile.
No promises.
Let's have some fun.
Okay. Birds! Alright, so I was correct in that everything is gonna be relatively costly as we get up there.
Can't believe you got a drink out of that thing. If you hit the machine just right, it won't eat your credits. Take it from a master like me. Take your rage out on the vending machines. At least you'll get something out of it.
Okay, so they'll just give me a bunch of gears. Or not a bunch, but some gears. Unsent complaint. Email unsent from Oscar ID 6719993. To the HR department, I don't want to make a disturbance, but being that I am in charge of taking care of the production central garden, I am curious over the reason for its existence. Our ads tell people that it is for inter-office communication, but employees are requested to not go into the garden. This is confusing for the employees since it is beautiful but never used. Never mind the amount of work I and the cleanup team put into making it look immaculate. Also, I am questioning the intent of the world's largest hedge maze inside this as well. I want to go to the world's largest hedge maze. I mean, it makes sense that 808 is essentially just a speaker for Peppermint, as she is your eyes in the sky. So I kind of get that. But she's not or 808 is not Peppermint in the fact that it's not Peppermint.
Hey, there's Kale! And that's, what's her name? The old Vandalay boss.
Roxanne Vandelay? Are you serious, Chai? She built the company from the ground up. Know your history.
Jeez, wanting to yell?
Just give credit where it's due.
Yeah, we love women in the STEM industry. My coworker, or well, my company had a discussion about that today. They wanted to hear about all the women in people's lives that have got them where they are today. A lot of moms, a lot of bosses. It was really good to hear. You have a character that's 2 soul in 1 body, so you're used to the concept. You also see it a lot since you're a psych nerd. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's a common thing. It's better than just like, here's an earpiece. You can hear me wherever you go. At least, you know, you get a fun little character that helps you out too.
Uh-oh.
I didn't realize that guy was still alive.
Well, there goes our low profile.
Come on, this is more fun. And as long as Rekka doesn't...
I was wondering what happened to the meter.
I'm hoping none of you chump security get it, so I can rip them apart. Piece by piece.
Oh, sounds juicy.
I thought you said she wouldn't be here.
I thought you said this was more fun.
Oh look, there's the meter. Sorry.
Why do they give me such unrealistic goals?
Oh,
They want me
Carrie.
to lift the big boxes with these tiny hands.
I believe in you, Carrie.
I would rather use some help right now. My job is on the line.
You know what, Carrie? I tried. I tried to beat some sense into you, and it did not work. I'm sorry, why could I not jump up there? There we go. There might be in the accessibility options. I'm sure there might be. Just like there's a color blindness option, but they did it only based on the color blindness modes and not letting you customize things, which sucks. As I have come to find out. There we go. The music is pretty good, though. I will give them that. They did a very good job with setting the music. HR auto surveillance recording. Auto recorded dialogue converted to text from VASER. Vaser? Audibly paranoid tone. Well, finally got this whole room automated. Makes me think once us robots finish automating the production line, what happens to our positions? Are we gonna lose them to some machines who automate better than we automate? But then how much more automatic can automation get? Am I getting scrapped over this? Robot sobbing sounds continue for 25 minutes. Oh, poor robot. Yeah, in my opinion, they did a very good job with all the different visual cues that they have for the game. Setting everything to the beat is very clever, and it's a great way to keep people to the beat if you're like me, who struggles so much with
Bad news for your pride, but you won't make that jump.
Any ideas?
keeping to the beat.
808 is feeding the info on your arm. It's magnetic, right? You should be able to hook onto that point.
Okay, look for this icon for areas to grab in the environment. Using Chai's magnetic arm, he can reach faraway places or quickly close in on enemies in battle. Pressing left bumper will send Chai flying to the target.
Whoa! That was awesome.
Alright. I'll take it. Yeah, overall, I feel like the idea and execution behind this game is really well done. A lot of good visual cues. The music is very handy, and a lot of audio cues for helping to stay on the beat. They did a really good job with all that.
Please note, apparently we're supposed to look out for a, music fighting intruder. I think this may be a typo.
A music fighting intruder. Yeah, mixing up the light and heavy attacks is really tough. Sometimes it would be nice to see like
Use your magnet on the enemies to close in on them.
it would be nice to see like a physical representation almost. To know like what combos you're getting ready to build up to.
Out of my way.
No, I'm not saying it would be nice to see an example. I'm saying that it would be nice to have something on screen to reference. Like actively during the game.
Chai, at least find a back route, maybe?
Well, looks like a path up through there.
See, but that's the thing, is I don't want to Mortal Kombat it. This game has no reason to not be easy. I mean, they give you so much to help you already. Why not just go one step further and... Because I feel like the heavy and the light attacks, aside from timing, it's already hard to see, like, what I'm, like... I guess there is that little bit at, like, under his feet that helps you with it. But I don't know. I think it would be nice. You pretty much only do 2 combos aside from the default 3 heavy and 4 light. Yeah, like, I know that there is a combo list, but... Are these all combos that I already have unlocked? YXY, XX space XXX, XY XXX, XXX, Y. Okay, so that's to hit things into the air. Dash attacks. Okay, I see. X, Y, Y. Really wanted to go get all that stuff, but I guess I can't right now. Good job, me. I think one of them was YXY. What's this?
Wow, this is pretty good. This will be cool to hang up in the hideout.
Are you just gonna take the entire wall, put it in the hideout? Is that your plan there, Chai? There we go. Square is your light and triangle is your heavy. I also am using a PlayStation controller for what it's worth.
Oh, hello there.
It just shows us an Xbox controller on the game.
Between you and I.
Yeah. What is it this time?
Your magnet. It gets you where you need to go, and fast. But it also attaches very easily to Vandelay security robots. Need to get in close to an enemy? Use the magnet. Also, if you manage to knock an enemy into the air, the magnet will bring you up to them quickly. What an amazing piece of technology.
Dude, this arm was made for picking up garbage.
That's not what it looks like from here.
All right. Hey, Jackie, how are you doing, bud? Oh my god, is she talking in Ziggy's chat about something? There we go. I had to make my presence known. Wait. Ingle, how did you find out about me and your girlfriend? Jackie gave it away. Jackie, why would you give that away? That was supposed to be private knowledge. I trusted you. All that glitters is gold. Attack hail statues for a chunk of gears. The more perfect timing attacks you perform will give you more gears before it is destroyed. Jackie, how could you? How am I the one betrayed here? Because Jackie betrayed me. What are you talking about? Ingle, you... Come on. You know about the Cody sting. you know about the Cody Stink. It's nothing more than just the Cody Stink. It's like a perfume, right? It's like a cologne. I mean, Ingle knew about the Cody Stink before he even knew that it was about me. So, you know, I don't know what your excuse is there, Jackie. I feel like everyone knows about the Cody Stink. See, the PlayStation controller that I have is, without a doubt, better made than the Xbox controllers that I have. But for some reason, Microsoft, or Steam anyway, does not want to register them as anything but Xbox controllers. It's real dumb. I'm not disputing my Cody Stink. I'm telling everyone that it's so well known and that they should be ashamed for not knowing about it.
Whoa! How'd you do that?
Figured you might need some help out in the field. I hacked these terminals and can send you some upgrades from here.
Nice.
Nice. A guitar ride. Oh, that's interesting. Ride your guitar around the battlefield, catching all enemies in your way and racking up a huge combo. Landing the beat hit at the end will flip up the energy built up to cap off the slide. That's pretty neat. X, Y, X, X, X. Y, Y, X, X, X. I'm gonna buy this one. I feel like I do a lot of Y and X's. Oh wait, can I buy some items? This is just... It's... I don't think it's a piece, I think it's a full thing. That makes sense. You had trouble using the magnet in combat. You remapped your dodge to L1 because it was easier for you to hit that more often, and hitting R1 along with all the other stuff going on mid-combat is hard for you. Yeah, I also feel like just the positioning of L1 versus R1 is weird for magnet versus combat, but maybe that's just me. Thank you, Jackie. Hey, Jackie, when are you gonna put your one-shot message up?
What's that about?
Spectra. Our informant sent me code implying it's an AI.
You recommend
Apparently,
saving? How does one save?
Armstrong robotic parts.
And what makes you so worried?
When you don't sleep all day, well, you should stop sleeping, Jackie. Quit sleeping until you get give us the whole thing.
You have me running around on some dark web hunch?
Oh, saving my gears. Gotcha.
You're sounding even more suspicious than Vandalay.
Chai, just...
You know what? Don't care. I'm out of here after this anyway.
I'm sorry to hear that, Nightingale. Is there anything that we can do for you, bud? Oh yeah, I'm not gonna spend all of them. Look at all these gears. Yes, all the big hugs, big loving hugs to Nightingale. You guys are the best, you know that? I love you all very much.
And that's when I taught Rekka everything she knows about production.
Your tales are nothing but lies.
I agree, Scrub.
Like you would know. You just cleaned the floor.
Oh, I just noticed that they do some automatic targeting, and I don't know if I like that.
Hey, I'm working here.
More lies.
More lies, Cat, more lies. We all know that you do not curb your violence. Well, maybe it's better to try and take a step back, Nightingale. I understand sometimes you'll be in situations where you're essentially told that nothing you do helps, and that sucks. And it's not your fault. You're not doing anything wrong. Some people are just awful. Have a good night, Jackie. Take good care of yourself. I can't wait to read that write-up in the morning. Okay.
At the risk of stating the obvious, please do not walk under the press machines when in use. I can't believe I even have to say this.
I can get up on what container? I feel like I missed something. You've also heard someone is being a bully. Am I being a bully? I don't think I'm being a bully. If I'm being a bully, I sure hope someone tells me I'm being a bully. I try not to bully. I try to playfully tease, but I try not to bully. Or I try to playfully tease, but I try not to bully. Ah, back in the previous area before the jump. Gotcha. What do you mean I'm bullying you? Jackie! I'm sure many things will go right soon, Nightingale. Just keep an eye out for them. Well, Lauren, it's not my fault that Jackie makes all these promises and then doesn't deliver on them and just makes me cry and disappointed. In all seriousness, though, Jackie, I'm glad you are getting sleep, especially if you have been so tired that you need the sleep and sleep all day. Get your sleep. Your health, mental health, physical health, all that, sleep hygiene, all that is far more important than writing down the stories. I still need to go read the last story that you put in anyway. I only just read Ingalls last night. I mean, you can also do that, Nightingale. Continue to look for the good things in life and rely on those, because it's really easy to fall into the trap of constantly looking for the bad things and only looking at the negative side.
Tell how much Mimosa hates Corsica. Yeah, congratulating every department but security in her Armstrong email. That's a corporate slap in the face. Oh, you scared me there. Thought you were Rekka.
Lauren, I mean, you know, you do you, boo-boo. I thought maybe I could use my special to break that, but I guess not. Have a good night, Jackie. Please do take care of yourself. You know we love you.
I look so cool doing this.
I don't know how I don't die half the time.
Walk down over here. Peppermint, this is where you come in?
Hey, Acid. I have been losing some weight, my dude. Thank you for noticing. I've been trying really hard to drop below the 160 mark, and I can't seem to quite stay there. Too many delicious sweets, but, you know, I'm trying. Hair is getting a little bit longer. I'll probably get it cut in another month or so, but it's good to see you. How have you been? What's been going on, my dude? I haven't talked to Jay in far too long. I miss that guy. Hey, Rekka here. First of all, what's with all these tram lines breaking down? And whatever the reason, the answer is doesn't matter, fix it. Rekka didn't get to the top by making excuses. Rekka got to the top by getting things done, even if it doesn't make sense. So take your opinions or facts or whatever, and Rekka ain't no. Also, this makes Rekka think we need more tram lines, so find some space. Good job, Rekka. Chaos? Hoping things are going to start settling down soon. What's been going on? You guys moved recently, didn't you, if I remember right? Or did some renovations to the house, one of the two? If I recall correctly.
Hold up, Chai. See that door? Might be able to bypass security on that one. It's a rough route, though. Lot of stairs.
Nightingale, let's keep it no homo
like more fun.
Until you're 18. Look, I just did a whole bunch of voices for the past couple games. I'm giving my voice a rest for these very well VA'd games where there is no way I could potentially mimic them.
Kai, you don't even know where this rail goes.
Chill out. It'll be fine.
Oh yeah? Well, look ahead.
Oh, I did it off the beat. That's why I wasn't getting it. Okay.
Admit it, Peppermint. You wish you were doing this.
Actually, no. Also, looks like you've been spotted.
That's as far as you go.
What is this little guy?
Tuck and roll, Chai.
What?
I love that he had a him-shaped imprint in the glass.
Well, somewhere.
We're actually pretty close to Rekka's office now.
See? I told you it'll work out.
All right, so what did I miss? Jay's dealing with some personal stuff after finally getting his Twitch account back. They accidentally banned him for his name instead of prompting him for a name change? Oh, okay. I was about to say, why? I was thinking his name was Jay on Twitch, and I forgot that it was Jay the Spaz, and I'm assuming they banned him instead of prompting him for a name change because of Spaz. Which is understandable, but also sucks that that happened. I had no idea that he lost his Twitch account. I just knew that he hadn't streamed in a while, and I missed him. And I'm sorry to hear that he's dealing with a lot of personal stuff. I'll try reaching out to him on Discord. You're still in the same apartment in PA. Day after Christmas, the hot water pipe in the ceiling burst and destroyed the apartment pretty bad, but no personal property of ours was damaged. That's good to hear. Work has been insane and rebuilt both of your PCs yet again. Why? What did you do to your new PCs? I guess you can say that your life in terms of a few things are going better, and you're no longer as brain clogged during school, and your grades are finally reflecting it. That's wonderful to hear. Your school schedule next year. Also, I'm proud of you for doing as much as you can to be a straight A student, but just keep in mind that once you get into college, straight A's don't matter. In a lot of cases, C's still get degrees, sometimes D's, but mostly C's get degrees. So work hard, learn the stuff, but if you don't do your, like, the absolute best, as long as you do your best, that's what matters. I know that might be a little bit different in high school, but I was homeschooled, so I don't really know that well in high school. 2 programming courses, HTML and C++. I hope you like C++. Hey, welcome back, Acid. What is the last thing that you heard? And I'm glad to hear that you're playing the piano better, Nightingale. I hope that the tournament that you get to do with your friend goes really well.
I've seen some good work and some bad falls in my time. And I must say, I'm impressed you are still alive, lad.
Yes. Then I was reading what you said about the apartment. I'm glad nothing of yours got damaged. That sucks that the water pipe broke, though. Did you have to, like, move out, or did they just come in and fix it while you still lived there? And also, what did you do to rebuild your PCs?
That landing like a champ. I would just be junk on the floor. Oh, you poor lad. Must be delusional from the fall. I am not your enemy. Oh.
Put us in a hotel for 3 days, had to replace the entire ceiling in the living room. Wow. At least they actually, you know, put you in a hotel and let you, and like covered the bill and everything.
What are these? Electric barriers? Come on.
Get some good rest, Lauren. No more feeling icky. You feeling sick icky or using peppermint? What? Shoot to destroy or activate objects with Peppermint. Call Peppermint by holding right trigger to have her aim at the target and release right trigger to fire.
Peppermint!
Light 'em up!
Whoa! How did you...
Just a bit of temporal displacement. Kinda complicated. Not your lingo, but one of 808's hidden features.
You could have been here this whole time?
Didn't think you needed me, Mr. Confident.
Peppermint, come on!
Try this out.
Peppermint, your turn. Try this out.
Need help?
Okay, so it's only for things that she can actually aim at. It's not just use her anytime to shoot things. She will just be able to target something at some point. Like energy barriers.
Peppermint!
Let's go!
Doesn't look like you can make this jump. But see that switch?
You want to be named Peppermint? I mean, we could start calling you
call me
Peppermint.
in. I can activate those for you.
Ugh, you sound like a video game tutorial.
Yes, you did just tell me exactly how to do that game. I feel like there's something over here that I'm missing, but I don't know, I don't see anything. Ah, that's good to know. Thank you, Shadow. $3090 Ti. Wow, how did you get a 3090 Ti? Weekly marketing company blast email introducing the Arrow, brought to you by Vandelay. They said it couldn't be done, but our top-notch legal counsel, headed with a campaign by Mimosa, has allowed Vandelay exclusive rights to the sole owner of the Arrow, or what anyone would consider a directional pointing symbol. Now, whenever someone gets lost and you see an arrow, you can tell your friends that's not just an arrow, that's the Vandelay arrow. As such, to hold on to the image of the sole patent owner of the symbol synonymous with direction, I want to see the arrow everywhere. No one will get lost on our campus with the arrow showing them the way. So your main PC got a 3090 Ti, a 5090 50X, CPU, I'm guessing, AMD, X57 motherboard, 64 gigs of RAM, another M2, how big of an M2, new PSU, and cooling overhaul, and a new audio setup. Stream system got a new board, CPU, cooler, RAM, and M2. When the 40 series launched, they dumped the price on them, and it was $900 for the MSI Supreme 3090 Ti. Really? Because when I was looking at graphics cards, they were still stupid expensive. I'm glad you're able to get one for so cheap, though. Now you have all your last parts sitting there. Do you have an old GPU by any chance that is like a 10 series or above?
Looks like somebody got an upgrade.
My time to shine. I can overload those enemy barriers, you know. Just call me in.
Okay, so she's got a gauge.
Peppermint, come on!
Didn't expect this.
All right, not bad.
Check this out.
9900K, 32 gigs of RAM. Oh god. There we go. EVGA 3080, 8050 watt power supply.
Of course it did.
Jeez.
I was there.
Wait, do you just have a spare 3080 sitting around? $3080 is still under warranty and you use it for maybe 60 to 70 hours of gaming, never overclocked. What are you gonna do with just a spare 3080 sitting around?
Whoa, this door looks suspicious. Any idea how to get in?
That's weird. It's not on any map. But it doesn't seem like it's important right now. We can come back to it later.
How much are you selling your spare 3080 for? After dying when taking no damage, I can only assume parrying wrong killed you. You've decided you are never platinuming this game. Nope, never try to platinum a rhythm game unless it is your jam.
Here we go.
Come on.
Your turn, Peppermint.
Let's go.
So the thing is, your old man found the deal on the 3090 Ti and bought it. He just wants the cash for the 3080 in return. All right.
Analyzing your skills, and it seems like someone has altered your abilities. Have you felt any side effects, like someone temporarily appearing beside you?
Yeah, that's, Peppermint.
Well, it seems very useful. You can pull this, Peppermint. Being into battle, I can even tell this strange life form. Your battles seem ripe with...
Yeah, but...
I can tell. It looks like using it takes a bit out of you. You'll need to wait a moment before. Just take care of yourself.
I don't get why they need to tell me that immediately after I have just used it and learned all that from the game itself. This game is very hand-holdy. You're trying to sell the 3080 with the 50 or 850 watt Corsair PSU for $450 plus shipping, and no one is biting. Honestly, I am very tempted because I want to set up a second PC, like a stream PC or a server PC at some point. I just don't have the money or the space for it right now to set it up, but I'm trying to move and would love to do that. So the fact that you're selling both a power supply and a fantastic graphics card for so cheap, I'm like, I mean, I would buy it.
This thing again?
Call me in or use your magnet to get close to him. I have no idea what Peppermint seems like here. We really just kind of met her, so we'll figure it out as we go. Wait, talking to him gives me a health boost?
Go get him, Shy.
Try this out.
Try this out.
Peppermint, your turn.
Yeah.
Why?
That was harsh. He was just chilling, Peppermint.
You aim, I shoot. So it's on you.
It's fair.
Peppermint, come on.
That was the wrong button. Okay. You have pictures of everything along with serial numbers matching and screenshot of the warranty on your EVGA account posted with it on your TPU account with 100% heatware rating, and it won't budge. Everyone wants a 40 series. I have heard and seen very little of anyone actually picking up a 40 series, so I'm genuinely surprised. I mean, I would buy that. So if you wanna just like set that off to the side for me and, you know, take the post down, give me like a couple weeks to get some disposable income and I'll buy that off of you. I mean, shoot, if I've got the ability, are the 3080s SLI-able? I didn't think SLI was still a thing. That's why I was wondering, because I would have slapped two 3080s in my current computer for the time being. Partner attacks now available. Oh. That's pretty cool. Probably get going. You have to be up a little early. Got a college visit. Ooh, good luck with the college visit, my dude. I hope you like it. I hope it goes well. It gives you a health pack and choice of words on your part. You can rig it to run SLI. Problem is no support in titles or profiles for SLI anymore. I was wondering if it less for games and more for 3D modeling and video editing, because I've been doing a lot of 3D modeling lately. So, have a good night, Dimwit. You missed Donut County, by the way. When landing a beat hit on the ground, right trigger. Landing a beat hit in the air. Gotcha. Well, let's buy one to do on the ground and see what that's like. Donut County was very rad, and I appreciate you giving me that game, Dimwit. The VOD will definitely be up on YouTube, where you can see it in all its glory. I didn't know you were on travel. I even pinged you and everything. I tried to make sure you were there. I didn't know you were still on travel. I knew you had been traveling, but you had been popping in and out here and there, so I thought you were back. Hello. How do I get up there? Do I jump off that thing? I do jump off that thing. All right, cool. Game, I don't need you to hold my hand.
Need help? Go get it, Shy.
I mean, I joked about how we were both away like a week ago.
Light 'em up.
But I didn't realize that you had been out this whole time. Welcome back. I hope your travels were good, my dude. Glad you are home safe and sound.
Teamwork! Hooray!
Go give your cat some attention. Alright, got a new life gauge. Sick. Alright, thank you. I will do that. Cause I mean, shoot. Stream is in the background. Perfect. It's a great way to date it too. And I mean, I trust you. I trust you and Jay, no problem.
Pep up, Chai. We're almost there.
Oh, well, I guess your whole get to Rekka's office without her knowing plan is shot.
Thanks to you.
Hey, who is doing all the hard work here?
It wouldn't be so hard if you just listened to me to begin with.
She's right, Chai. She's right.
For all work
Wreckers who haven't yet entered the lottery for Armstrong Festival tickets, now's your chance. You won't want to miss this show.
That's a modern version of holding up today's paper. That's exactly what I was thinking too, Ingle. I mean, I would love to see what the PSU is, just for the sake of having the knowledge of what it would be that I'd be grabbing.
These pigeons are the source of my discontent. I desire assistance in ridding of them from my cleaning area.
Think you can help out, Peppermint?
Pigeons where?
Peppermint!
Need help?
Oh, there's more pigeons. Okay. Oh, and those pigeons.
Let's go.
There you go, buddy.
My discontent is gone. This treasure is yours.
I do the work and you get the prize. How nice.
Hey, nice. Corsair RMX 8050, 850 watt modular PSU with all brand new, never used cables. I mean, that sounds great to me. Yeah, I mean, that sounds positively perfect. Hey, Varian. It's going well. How about yourself?
Here we go. Go get him, Jai. Need help?
Ah, I missed everything that just happened. You're a tad drunk, so you're doing good walking home from the bar. They gave you a free beer. Hell yeah. What, was it one of the bars that we happened to visit with you? Yeah, this game is incredibly stylish. It's a lot of fun. It's a little hand-holdy. And it's an interesting rhythm game. But it's fun. I'm enjoying it so far. I'm very curious what the entire plot line is, but loving the characters for the most part.
Well, this is it.
Just play it cool.
I mean, I'm totally gonna beat up this. When am I gonna visit you? Well, you see, I didn't visit them to visit them. I visited them to see if we wanted to move to the same state as them. I can't move to Canada, so.
I know this may get me in trouble, but I think that is the love of my life right there. Oh, unrequited love.
Ooh, burger and fries sounds amazing. Same bartender you know was working, which is funny. Although your buddy was there as well, which is why you got free stuff. Hey, love it when friends give you free stuff.
The longer I stay here, the stranger I may seem. I must make my move.
Yeah, today being St. Patty's Day, I'm surprised you were even able to get in there. But at least they gave you a free beer and everything. That is really nice. I'm sure Canada is very nice. I would love to visit it sometime. Unfortunately, as of right now, I do not have the disposable money to throw around to just go and visit everyone everywhere, or the time. Have a good night, Ingle. Thanks for hanging out with us, my dude. Behind the showmanship, sit down with Rekka. Excerpt from exclusive interview with Vandelay Technology production head Rekka. The output Vandelay has seen lately has been staggeringly impressive. It ain't enough. Well, I don't know how you compete with an on average 300% production increase every quarter for the past 5 years. And you think that's good? Rekka will say it again. It ain't enough. But that's why you're just writing articles and not standing where Rekka is. It was a compliment, miss. How, did you just slap me in the face? Rekka sure did, and she'll do it again if you throw another miss in there. You can't just go around slapping reporters. Rekka does what Rekka wants, and once Project Armstrong takes the world by storm, you'll be asking for slaps just to get another interview. I'm surprised I didn't die in that last fight, too. I thought I was going to. Oh. Oh, that same bartender. Okay, I was thinking of a different... I was thinking of the other bar. Now I remember which one we went to. I am not surprised that she just avoided that side of the bar. That's very funny.
Bigger, stronger. Is this promo for Rekka or motivation for the rest of us? I'm trying to make this a better place to work. And look at you. Showing off.
Thank you, Acid. I appreciate that.
HR matter?
Figures you don't see it. You think this encourages them? Nah, it's just a reminder. You don't have what it takes. The workers here need to know. They ain't ever getting out of that hole they dug themselves into. This world is sick, dark, sad.
But we are supposed to help.
Help? Impossible. We just mask the reality, give an illusion we care. We can't change anything. The cards are stacked too high against us. This poster stays. It says the truth.
Ugh. Well, I was thinking that it was,
Put the complaint in the message box.
I was thinking it was that first bar that we went to, not the last bar that we went to. That's why I was confused. Oh, this lady, huh?
Current waiting time for appointment with Rekka is 3 months. You're free to have a seat until then.
Go get her, my dude. Go on. I want this robot to have love. Yeah, I figured when Kat said that it was going to be one of the references I didn't get. He seems like a fun detective, though. It makes sense. All right, let's try this boss fight.
Pretty quiet. Not
Lauren finished Boyfriend Dungeon.
Introducing.
Lauren beat it. You did.
You want to be successful?
I'll start exporting everything and make sure that it's all going up on YouTube soon.
Then you gotta be aggressive. And when a defect punk like you wants to run out of here, you're just asking for it.
Yeah, the issues of working at night, I know.
You disrespecting me? That's it. The gloves are coming off.
I can see that. What was your plan for this, Peppermint?
I don't know. Fight?
You're paying me double for this.
But I'm not paying you anything.
Hey! I'm the main show here. So let's get ready to crumble. Woo! Come on! Give me a pain! There! Ready?
Oh god, I keep... Alright, first bar down.
Not bad. For defense. Breath could use some juice.
Ow.
Go get him, Shy.
Peppermint!
Don't hold back.
Peppermint, come on!
Light him up.
Ready for a show?
Peppermint!
How do you like this, Rekka?
That all you got? Hey! There! Give me a break! You ain't gonna ruin this company's rep.
I don't even know how to parry. I didn't know parrying was a thing.
You're going out with the trash.
Okay, I can't dodge that. Good to know.
Get up, Shy. Here we go. Come on.
Peppermint!
Don't hold back.
Peppermint! Your turn!
Let's get her, Shy.
Switch it up!
Don't hold back.
Oh, quit grabbing me. Okay.
Try this out!
How do you like this, Rekka?
Your turn, Peppermint! Peppermint!
Let's get her, Shy. Need help?
Switch it up!
Don't hold back.
Ooh, you get Rekka angry and you pay the price, punk.
Oh.
Cold power core.
Let's get her, guy. Get up, guy. Come on, try this out.
That was the wrong button.
Thanks, Rekka. Light him up.
God. Yeah, Varian. Next time I'm in town, I would love to get to see more.
To a punk like you?
I have played a Souls-like game before, yes. He's so cocky. He kind of reminds me of Trace from Axiom Verge, though. Did she just explode?
Cool. Her personal passkey. Great job, Chai.
Huh? Whoa, this is crazy. Looks like we found our AI.
This is a screensaver, Chai. Wait. Spectra is designed to interface with user perception and reasoning? This gives Vandelay direct access to people's minds. Would you make that thing stop? I'm trying to concentrate. What did you just do?
You said make it stop.
Rekka, please tell me you've dealt with the defect. What in the hell am I looking at?
The name's Chai, not Defect.
Where's Rekka?
Oh, haven't you heard? I better start looking for a new production head.
Is this some sort of joke?
Oh, now this is a juicy meeting.
You want me to reschedule this?
He's muted.
Zanzo, I think you're muted, honey.
Oh, I was going to say.
Corsica, get your people to production right away.
Oh, yes, sir.
Go ahead, send whatever you want. See this? Peppermint and I are gonna kick your ass with your own tech.
Peppermint?
And if that's not enough, check out my arm. I can make a guitar and slam it down.
You idiot! Come on!
All right. That's more about what I was expecting. And only one continue. I only died once.
Not even an apology, Chai?
For getting the job done?
Are you that dumb? Now they know me. No, you're
You're not acting alone.
And...
Oh, secrecy is blown. I have to rethink my whole plan.
there was a plan?
What?
Okay, I might have been on a power trip. I am sorry. But you got your data right, Spectra?
The data that said Vandalay
Fighter
can
deck, she's
basically
cute.
mind
Okay.
control you?
I wasn't really listening.
Just check this out.
No qualms here.
Hey! Whoa, what are you...
It syncs with Project Armstrong interfaces.
Try it on yourself.
This isn't Armstrong tech.
I got smudges on my arm. It's not coming off.
And with just a simple command...
Don't you think that you were right all this time and I'm a stubborn loser? Also, Peppermint is way cooler than me. Yo, what the...
Still doubting?
But you made me say that. Couldn't Vandalay have designed this for, you know, research or something?
Only you wouldn't find this suspicious. The point is, they can, and I need to stop that.
Well, I wish you good luck. But I have no idea how to get off this island and feel a little responsible for messing things up.
Great. You're hereby a member of my organization.
I love Peppermint.
Cool, cool. Our own little weird indie three-piece.
Hey, Chai, before you head out, I want to show you something I was working on.
What now?
Take them all out. Get that. There we go. 1,600 gears. Hey, I got Peppermint's lower half. Up there in the background. Neat. You're trying to convince Shadow to go to the gym with his aide and get them both hookups? Probably not a bad idea. What is... Oh my god, that was adorable. 808 just spun in circles until it turned into the little bobblehead thing.
So it looks like I can modify your energy source to micromanage your abilities.
I don't need help.
I know you want to be a rock star, but we need to work together. So, this is what I was working on. They're custom
You are
chips
here to be
boost some
supportive.
of
You're
your
a good.
abilities.
You are a good wing
Sounds
person.
cool.
With a few broken Armstrong parts, I can make you passive skills.
Ooh.
I went ahead and made you one on the house. Cuts down the time needed to call me in during battle.
Nice.
It's all about you, isn't it?
Oh, come on, Chai.
Anyway, you'll need to equip these for them to take effect.
Can I...
Right now, you don't have many slots to work
Okay.
with, but with some upgrades, you can mix and match skills.
Okay.
So bring me back any Armstrong parts you find, would ya?
I'll keep an eye.
Gotcha. Okay, that's pretty rad. What else can I get? Battery item amount increase, meter rise, rate increase, increased time in beats of shock stun by 8. Ah, and... Interesting. Okay. Oh, wow. I've got a lot more high-pitch punch. Really close. Airlift attack. Frontal long-range damage. Oh, they both attack. That's pretty cool. Team up with Peppermint to blast your enemies away. Oh, and then it's... Oh, that's cool. This one is doing a button combination. Oh, that one's neat. I like some of these. I wish there were a better way to tell... I wish there were a better way to tell exactly how much damage everything did, but, you know. Marobo arm. You are both the worst and the best, Varian. I want you to know that. Oh, there went the hat. Oh my god, Shadow. You would be. Hold Y, release to activate. Holding down the heavy attack will charge up Chai's magnetic abilities and pull in a metallic junk to create the ultimate guitar, but it doesn't really look like a guitar anymore. The longer you hold Y, the stronger the attack will be. The full attack will unleash a multiple hit area attack. Ah. Sometimes you just want to get your face out there quick. The quick beat hit immediately puts out a longer attack that only commits to a single hit. However, it's the quickest way to connect into linked attacks like the jam combo. While not dealing a huge amount of damage on its own, it can open the door quickly for combo opportunities. Damage is relative to how long the combo is and how many heavy hitters there are to light hitters. The more at the end where you have to hit the two overlapping circles changes based on the combo. Interesting. Lovable annoyance like a cat. Wait, how does this one work? Oh. You'll always reach your enemy with a magnet on the beat, so pressing the magnet the moment you arrive will send Chai behind the enemy, confusing them and leaving them open for an attack. Advantageous for enemies that have some form of protection on the front or who have a tendency to move around quickly. I dig that. I'm buying that one immediately. So X and A at the same time is a quick beat. That's the tornado. X, Y, and then mash Y. Ooh. Yeah, let's get that one. Cannon spike. Hold right trigger and then release to activate. A charge up attack from Peppermint. By holding down right trigger, Peppermint will hop on the battlefield and charge up her blaster. Oh, yeah, let's buy that too. Sure. We'll try quite a few of these. Why not? Oh my god, Varian. One of your favorite combos is Breakdown, which hits 3 lines out after the combo is done. Do I have Breakdown? I do not. Not yet. Okay, I'll look for it.
Might want to give some of your new moves a run through. Don't want you to explode or anything.
Wait, what?
Just kidding. I can set up a training room for you to
Oh,
practice.
it's probably one that I already
Let me know
have
when
then.
you're ready
Okay,
to
I
wow me
see.
with something cool.
Ah. Is that Breakdown the one where it spins? Ah, okay, that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that one before. What was the other thing I did? That's Breakdown. YXX. This one. That's the one I want to look at. Okay, that's pretty cool. That is very cool. I was pressing the wrong button. I was trying to do the peppermint thing, but I keep pressing left trigger.
You got me for this?
Okay, that's something to keep in mind. Okay, what is the other combo that I grabbed? XXYYY? It's pretty good. All right. All right, I gotta get used to doing stuff like that. Pickup crash. Why not? I'm hitting that wrong.
Try this out.
Am I hitting that wrong?
Light 'em up. Let's go. Go get him, Shy.
Come on.
Need help?
Yeah, I guess I am hitting it wrong. I'm not hitting it on beat. You're supposed to hit it right when the circle meets. That's why I was having trouble with it. I thought anyway. I thought that was how to do the, yeah, when landing a beat hit on a ground combo. At the beat hit timing for Peppermint to swing in and kick them, yeah. No, it's not while they're summoned, because I was just doing it. Let's try on a new guy. Let's try this again.
Let's go.
What was it? X and then YYY?
Go get him, Shy. Come on. Light 'em up.
Oh, I need reverb. That's right. Thank you. I was going nuts there trying to figure out what I was missing. There it is. Yeah, it's with reverb. It's a special. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, Shadow. Thank you. Okay. Return to hideout. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
What else do you want?
Oh. Let's get some
you hacked
lore.
into me with Project Armstrong. What did you, see in there?
Actually, I thought it was strange. I couldn't see anything.
Is this another one of your "you're so stupid" chai digs?
As much as I enjoy those, no. There's no data collection in this code.
So, Vandelay doesn't care about me personally.
Unusual for a tech corporation. All this seems to do is input information.
This is all very suspicious. Right, Peppermint?
Yes, Chai, it is. Hence, why we need more information.
Crazy to see all the Vandelay top brass in one place.
Well, minus Rekka, you can say.
Well, she was partially there.
And you sure made that known.
Had to let him know who was in charge.
They are, Chai. Don't forget that. It's us versus the entire company now.
But they don't have us.
What? Look, we're outnumbered. Just don't forget that.
Really cool of you to, hide the fact that you can teleport.
Well, while you were smashing up production, I was here working out how to do that.
So, how does it even work?
Like I said, it's complicated. Basically, whatever bond you created with 808 puts out a digital signal I can hijack.
So that means you can teleport me back here whenever you want.
You and 808 are the antenna, I just latch on. Doesn't work the other way around.
Dang.
But what if I were to stand next to a wall?
Chai, just stop. Don't think too deeply about this.
He is very dumb. Very, very dumb.
Wonder if Peppermint's doing the "I'm being nice to you but secretly pissed at you" thing. I bet if you could talk, you'd say I looked pretty cool back there.
Aw. We love 808. Yeah, I'm gonna be stopping here. Because definitely not enough time to continue playing, and it's already past 10.
Wait, on second thought, I want to get prepped.
I feel like we're doing pretty good though. One session to make it through and beat one boss. I feel like that's pretty good. Chai needs a cybernetic brain implant next. Agreed. I mean, I'm no cat who beat this game in 11 hours flat, but was that 2 bosses? I guess it was 2 bosses. It was M1 and then Rekka. That's true. The robot and Rekka. I would have considered the robot being a minor boss. A mini boss, if you will, even though he was bigger. But, you know. That's true. 2 levels. Time to best 3 bosses next time. Hey, we'll see. We'll see on Monday. We'll see how things go. But some levels are longer than other. Yeah. As long as I can try to. What I'm going to try and do is beat at least one main bad guy per stream, if I can. If Kat beat the game in about 11 hours, I figure it might take me 12 to 15. We'll see. Yes, as soon as I'm done streaming, I'm gonna check Discord and I'll get back to you, Acid. Possibly. I also haven't even thought about that module, if I'm honest, Varian. I've had a lot of other stuff going on that have preoccupied my mind. As it is right now, I don't think we even have a date for it, and I've got some 3D modeling that I am freelancing for that I have to get doing and continue doing and stuff, you know? So... But I will let you know. Once I start figuring stuff out, I will let you know. I usually wait till the last minute anyway because, you know, ADHD and pressure gets me working better than anything else. But anyway, we are going to raid out to my dear friend Ziggy. So if y'all would be so kind as to follow along, spam the message, say hi. You don't have to stay if you don't need to. I know a lot of us are going to be going to bed. but I would really appreciate it. Supporting my friends is a great way to support me. You guys are wonderful. Yeah, I am enjoying it. Thank you for gifting the game, Kat, and thank you for recommending it. Aside from some of the hand-holding, like, I'm interested in the story, I enjoy the music, the characters are funny, like, it's enjoyable. Yeah, it's 10 o'clock for me, Mojo. I'm gonna get going. But thanks for hanging out with me, everyone. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Mojo, Varian, Kat, Shadow, Acid. Ingle, I know you're not here anymore, but, you know, Ingle as well. Music's very good. Tricky, and you as well, Tricky. Mwah! Love you all. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other, be kind to yourselves, be kind to each other, stay hydrated, and I'll see you all on the next adventure.